day 3 of Native American Appreciation Month in 2015. My name is Enoch Chapman, and we're on November 3rd of 2015, which happens to be a Tuesday. We're going to continue where we started yesterday in the world of arts and music with poetry, because poetry is just a really great way of being able to express oneself and kind of get some cool imagery and stuff. And you can't talk about poems or even other types of Native American literature without talking about Sherman Alexie. Sherman Alexie is by far one of the most prolific Native American writers that we have. His work is just known all over the place, or even his name is just known as one of the premier Native American writers. He pretty much got his claim to fame with the movie Smoke Signals. There's a book called The Lone Ranger and Tonto Fist Fight in Heaven, which is what Smoke Signals is based off of one of the short stories inside that book. But I want to focus today primarily on his poetry, because not a lot of people know that Sherman Alexie is actually quite an accomplished poet. He does a lot of freeform poetry. He does a lot of poetry slams up in the Northwest region. If you're lucky enough to live near the Spokane, Washington area, you can kind of catch Sherman Alexie at a number of different colleges up there, a number of different locations up there, kind of just doing poetry, because that's one of his first loves. He started his first collection of poetry with a book called The Business of Fancy Dancing. But what I'd like to focus in on is his book called Reservation Blues. Now, Reservation Blues is a really interesting book. The way it works is every chapter starts off with a song. And so you read the song and then you read the chapter. And there's a Native American artist who really was impressed by the way this collection worked out. His name is Jim Boyd. And Jim Boyd created his album, Reservation Blues, based upon the actual lyrics that are found on the side of this book. Kind of any idea. And I thought I'd just read a couple of them to you. Some of them that were kind of impressive to me, things that I really like about them. And so I'm going to share with you some of these poems, or these song lyrics, which, song lyrics are nothing but poetry written to music, from Sherman Alexie, from Reservation Blues. This first one is called Father and Farther. Sometimes, Father, you and I are like a three-legged horse who can't get across the finish line, no matter how hard he tries and tries and tries. And sometimes, Father, you and I are like a warrior who can only paint half of his face, while the other half cries and cries and cries. Now, can I ask you, Father, if you know how much farther we need to go? And can I ask you, Father, if you know how much farther we have to go? Farther and farther, farther and farther till we know. Farther and farther, farther and farther till we know. Sometimes, Father, you and I are like two old drunks who spend their whole lives in the bars, swallowing down all those lies and lies and lies. And sometimes, Father, you and I are like dirty ghosts who wear the same sheets every day, as if one more piece of us just dies and dies and dies. And can I ask you, Father, if you know how much farther we need to go? And can I ask you, Father, if you know how much farther we have to go? Farther and farther, farther and farther till we know. Farther and farther, farther and farther till we know. Sometimes, Father, you and I are like a three-legged horse who can't get across the finish line, no matter how hard he tries and tries and tries. I like that one. That's actually Spotlight in the movie Smoke Signals. Once again, music by Jim Boyd. If you know the movie Smoke Signals, you know that the movie is actually based upon the struggle and relationship between a young boy and his father. So it has a really powerful meaning inside that movie. It's kind of cool. Now, the last one I'm going to read to you is something that was not only made famous by Jim Boyd and Sherman Alexie, but another Native American artist picked up on it and recorded her own version of it. Her name is Annie Humphrey, so any of you out there who are into Native American music and kind of like Native American folk music, can listen to Annie Humphrey's interpretation of this. It's a song called Falling Down and Falling Apart. I know a woman, Indian in her bones, who spends the powwow dancing all alone. She can be lonely, sometimes she can cry, and drop her sadness into the bread she fries. I know a woman, Indian in her eyes, full blood in her heart, full blood when she cries. She can be afraid, sometimes she can shake, but her medicine will never let her break. But she don't want a warrior, and she don't want no brave, and she don't want a renegade heading for an early grave. She don't need no stolen horse, and she don't need no stolen heart. She don't need an Indian man falling down and falling apart. I know a woman, Indian in her hands, wanting me to sing, wanting me to dance. She's out there waiting, no matter the weather. I'd walk through lightning just to give her a feather. but she don't want a warrior, and she don't want no brave, and she don't want a renegade heading for an early grave. She don't need no stolen horse, she don't need no stolen heart. She don't need no Indian man falling down and falling apart. I kind of like that. The idea of, we're better than who we are at times. And even though if we are going in the wrong direction, maybe we can take time to adjust, to pivot slightly, and move forward in the right direction. And there's nothing better to do that, or to make us inspired to do that, than women. So you women out there, God bless you. My name is Enoch Chapman. That's it for day 3. I hope you enjoyed some of the poetry. I'll try to do some more next week. And yeah, that's day 3 of Native American Appreciation Month. Go out there and hug yourself, Native American, and I will see you guys tomorrow.